Yo, what's happening, man? This is D. A lot of you guys may know me from Labuto's panels and whatnot. But first off, man, shout out to Labuto and his wife for giving us the a panel, giving us a platform to talk our shit. Uh, Yeah, man, we go ahead gonna go ahead and get it started. The original title is "Fuck D Wade," but of course, we had to change it up for YouTube. But anyway, fuck that nigga D Wade, man. We get ready to go in on him, and yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, so I think last week I seen a photo. It was a family photo. It showcased the Wade family and their significant others. You had Dwayne Wade, you had his wife. We got to put the air quotes over that. Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade's oldest son, and his girlfriend, and then you had his his youngest son, who they've been parading around, um, just totally just man, it's he was with a woman or a trans woman, man, whatever. He looked weird. He looked crazy. He's been looking crazy for the past couple of years, man. That's why the whole point of this video is called "Fuck D Wade." And the reason why I say "Fuck D Wade" is because D Wade has no backbone whatsoever. No backbone, man. He's not a real man. Uh, you know, let's just call it what it is, man. No self-respecting man is gonna be okay with his 14-year-old son running around here kissing on another little boy. What is going on in this world, man? And they put this out here like this is normal. See, I respect people like LeBron James. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. They didn't let their woman run their household, man. This is all about Gabrielle Union, man. This is all her doing right here, man. But anyway, yeah, Dwayne Wade should be ashamed of himself. I don't know how he wakes up. I don't know how he goes to sleep at night knowing that he sold out his son allegedly for fame and riches. And this is nuts, man. This is it's seriously nuts. But anyway, man, we're gonna give me just a second, and I'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Shauna. I guess the host of the show left for a little while. How are you guys doing out there? Deontay's taking a little break, I guess, but he's talking about D Wade. What do you guys think about it? Do you think uh, D Wade secretly living through his child? What do you guys think? I'm not sure. I mean, it baffles me. And then, like, what's confusing, guys, is this. I think his son's about what, 13, 14? Oh, you're back? Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I had to take a little had to take a little brief break, but we're back. All right, and still going in on D Wade. Now, the way Wade, any of the sports fans out there remember back in the day, right, when Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh, they all got together, and everybody on social media was always going in on Chris Bosh, called him Posh Spice, called him soft, called him saying that he was allegedly gay and all this other stuff back then. But we weren't paying attention who the real culprit was, man. Dwayne Wade is a weirdo, man. He brought in this European style of dress, this fruity style of dress into the NBA back in the early 2010s. And, he's just been a weirdo ever since then. He divorced his wife, his first wife, made it seem like that she was the one that ruined everything. Made her out to a bad person. He got custody of the kids, and then come out a few years later, it comes out that a few years later, it comes out that he was the one that was wrong. Because I remember reading a report that the kids were saying that Gabriel Union was doing some nasty stuff in front of them, in front of the kids. That's what the mother was saying. Dwayne Wade has sold out. He is sold completely out, man. And I really hate to see somebody do stuff like this in order to further their career, man. But yeah, and then he got with Gabrielle Union. Actually, he was cheating on his first wife with her. And there was a report that came out years ago at Dwayne Wade's first All Star game. It was 2005 at at Denver, and there was a report. It was talking about it was an article that I saw, and it was talking about Dwayne Wade's wife. And then Gabrielle Union approached Dwayne Wade's wife and was just like, "Yeah, you tell that D Wade I'm a big fan of his." Like she had been plotting since then. She's just a terrible, horrible person. She's very demonic, man. Ugh, man, it's like when I see her on camera, I don't ever see like I don't see any ounce of femininity whatsoever. It's just straight masculine, just straight, just. Ugh, I don't know, man. I couldn't, I just couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. She's the type of woman that she doesn't know how to. What up, Mike Jones?
Yo,
What's up, man?
you can hear me, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just shooting the shit, man. Talk about these faggots. You know what I'm saying? What's up
Mm.
with you?
Oh man, listen. So, Paul, steer me into the direction, D, of where you going on your show this evening. Deontay,
Yeah, what's up?
steer me into the direction, man. Where you going, man?
I'm talking about just a multitude of things. Right now, I'm talking about Gabrielle Union. All right, so first of all, D Wade, uh, he got with this woman. He cheated on his wife with this woman, and then he ended up marrying her. And now, I think what's going on with Dwayne Wade is he wants to further his career in Hollywood. So what he's doing in order to achieve that is he's going through all the rituals and going through all the BS that Gabrielle Union has told him about because she's been in the business way longer than him, but she knows what goes down. So he's basically taking her lead in order to further himself and still remain relevant, still get those big $1 million deals. Because I don't know if you noticed recently, but he has a TV show called The Cube.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. Um, it's funny you saying this right now, D, because something you just said just rang true to me. So, rest in peace to my cousin, man. He was really into a lot of this, like the Hollywood rituals, like the ritualistic things of Hollywood, and one of them was don't quote me on all this, but it was public shaming, public humiliation, right? And you with me, D?
yeah,
And one of the things I remember Gabrielle Union doing was publicly humiliating Dwayne Wade when she was talking about like their sexual bedroom things, and like she basically pegs him or something, right?
Yeah.
So and after that, he didn't. So she's basically already, you know, yeah, he's open to the dark side. He's being, manipulated and overpowered. And she said this in front of people, like, yeah, like basically, like, if a dude said that about a girl, like, yeah, I fucking, I hit that, you know what I'm saying, I pegged her, or I, whatever the fuck, whatever weird pause shit, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Then that's what she did to him. And what did he do? The shorts got shorter, the kids got fruitier. You know what I'm saying? It just got like, it got weird. You know what I mean? And I believe you're right, D. I believe that this is a ritual. And like you said, now he cheated on his wife with Gabrielle Union, right? D.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Now think about the life Dwayne Wade would be living right now if he would have never cheated on his wife and stayed with her, or just went single, right? But now look, he's got a gay kid and objects in his ass and short ass shorts on.
Yeah, I agree with your cousin, man. He's definitely going through the rituals in order to remain relevant and to keep make getting those $1 million, $20 million deals, man. Um, because when he first came into the league, he wasn't like this at all. When he was with his first wife, I think he was, I think he considered himself a Christian. He was a very God-fearing dude. And then somewhere along the line, he was just like, man, forget that. I want to make these big dollars. Uh, Another thing that he may have allegedly been a part of was the shooting of his cousin. Now I don't know if you heard about that. This is like probably like 2017, and this is all alleged, by the way. But this is 2017. He was doing an interview on I think Good Morning America or something like that, and they asked him about the recent slaying of his cousin. She was in Chicago, and just the story just does. It sounds very weird. She was just in Chicago. She was in Chicago, and I think she was walking with a stroller with a kid or whatever, and somebody just pulled up and shot her. But if you know anything about the rituals in Hollywood,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they do allegedly do blood sacrifices in order to remain famous or to get big dollar deals or whatever. This is all alleged, by the way. But anyway, he does an interview about it shortly after she gets slayed, and he starts smiling. And not only did he smile, but his eyes smiled too when he was talking about it. He was just like, "Wow, it's just so crazy just to talk, just to speak on this or something like that." Because I think deep down he knew that he was finna he was for the keep his buddy going, keep his buddy flow going, man. It was really sick to see. I've never seen anybody light up like that speaking about the death of a family member. But
That's crazy enough to be true. It's crazy enough to be true. And not only is it crazy enough to be true, but it's right in our face. And if we really look at it, we look at Gabrielle Union. She's played in movies. We don't know what makes her what she is, because it almost sounds like to me, D, that you know a lot of these alleged, I mean, a lot of these movie stars in entertainment, who are in entertainment, they allegedly make these blood sacrifices and things like that. And it almost sounds like she captured him and has him basically mind, body, and soul. Because I mean, there's no, I mean, if you look at now, it takes to be a father to really kind of see what I'm saying, but you can see what I'm saying without being a father. But just so, okay, put it like this: so you don't have any children, right, D? So imagine how protective you would be over your kids, and it's like to just force feed them, certain things. I know for a fact. Listen, I don't stop my kids, from if I told you the things that I did today with my teenagers, as far as helping them through life with their own problems that have nothing to do with me, the things that they have chose to do, you know, things are gonna happen. Kids wind up gay, etc. Say, okay, fine, okay, next. So what are you gonna do with your life? Are you a good person? I just feel like, you know, if that's what it is, he doesn't have to be, just put out there like that. Because when you're being put out there, they're being sexualized, and there's people out there that are, you know, that are sick, and they're like, and people and from what I've seen, this is just from what I've seen in Hollywood, they don't care about age. They look at people's mind and they do all this trickery and devil shit. Is wrong, man. You don't mess with a kid, man. There's no mind. There's kid If a kid can't drink, if a kid can't drive, you feel me? What, they can't work, but yet they can make a lifelong decision. That goes up there with, you have to have some type of sound mind and body to be responsible. You know, uh, I seen, fifth graders. Okay, you listening, D?
Yeah.
I seen fifth graders with the LGBT flag as a cape. I've seen this. Not something I've seen on TV. Not something I've seen it. They have
What's up, fella?
a flag. What's going on? They got a flag as a cape. Now I have nothing wrong with that. See, I got family members that, indulge in that lifestyle, whatever the case. That's on. But see, but we're family. That has nothing to do with what your personal business is. And I just feel like they're too young. They're too young because they're not able to make any other decisions. Why you not allowing them to have sex, but you're allowing them to do that? It doesn't. It's a trick. I don't. It is nothing against. No, it shouldn't be pushed. It is a time and place for everything. You know what I mean? You can't put church into school, but you could put that into it. Don't make sense.
Yeah, man, that was a great response right there, man. A lot of people don't even know what up, sister. And a lot of people don't even know this about Dwayne Wade, but because they tried to scrub all the pictures off the internet, but once it's on the internet, it's there forever. So probably about 10 years ago, maybe not that long, maybe about 6, 7 years ago, I don't know. There were pictures out with Dwayne Wade's son Zaire with a white man. It was their daddy. Now, Mike, Sinister, I don't know if you guys have, well, Sister, I don't know if you got any kids, but who the hell gets a male nanny?
I mean,
Right. Yeah, that simply
Yeah,
wouldn't
they were
happen.
grooming that boy
Yeah.
from the start.
I mean, I'm gonna put it to you like this. It can happen now. It can happen with the male nanny. It can happen with the female nanny. Okay, let's
Right.
start there, because when it comes to these predators, we watching our children like that. So we not we looking at it from all angles. The old lady, young lady, the old man, the young man. But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and you know it's sick to even think, that was put there purposely. It's sick to even think, that that's what's going on, and nobody is there for a child, because at the end of the day, we can say whatever we want, but it's a child at the end of the day that's going through what they're going through, and they shouldn't have to go through that at the hands of an adult. But that's why these kids shouldn't be making adult decisions. They just shouldn't be making it. And I'll say that. And anybody that knows me in my real life knows that I have no, I don't care what, that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. If that's all that you are, then you're just like anybody else. Somebody saying, "Well, I'm from the streets." Okay, but what else are you? You know what I'm saying? What else are you? You got to be something else. You can't just be that. You know what I mean? And why should it matter to me? You know what I'm saying? Why should it matter to me what your life? That's your lifestyle choice. That's what you got to do. Okay, cool, cool, fine. But guess what? Why you sitting over here parading and all this other shit? Something bad happens to you, ain't nobody gonna be there but you. You know what I'm saying? You the one that's gonna have to live with that decision. You know what I mean? I mean, with the result of that decision. Excuse me.
Mm. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
go ahead,
yeah,
man.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I think I agree with what you just said as far as the, you know, oh, is that all you are and everything? And I think it speaks a lot to the human condition, whereas in terms of, you know, people always want to be more than what it is they are. Even if what it is they are, even if they could, at the very least, whatever it is they choose to be, they want to take it to the highest level. It's like obviously Dwayne Wade, he wanted to be more than what it was he was. And it just kind of goes to show you concerning the human condition, the lengths people will go to for power, because power equals security, power equals being able to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and most importantly, be whatever the hell it is you want to be. Most people go to that extreme, like all these stars you hear about all the time. They said French Montana let them kill Ching's drugs, who was like his best friend. And after that, what happened? That nigga blew the hell up. So it's like, okay, I figure the main reason they're doing it is to, you know, show loyalty. Like, how bad do you want this? Okay, you're going to have to show us loyalty. One, show us how far you're willing to take this. And two, we need to be able to have something on you should you ever expose us. Like, well, he okay. He greenlit his own cousin. So if we're going down, he's going down with us. It's basically if one of them gets hurt, then they all get hurt. So they made like this. Seems like seems like they're basically opening up the gate and saying, "Come on into this prison with us. Nobody will ever hurt you. You'll have unlimited power. But should you ever decide to leave the prison, guess what? You're gonna get shot the moment you go out there and try to take the. If you ever try to take the prison down with us, it's like a
Yep.
self-imposed prison that they all put themselves in. It's like, excuse me, yeah, because it's like, how far are you willing to go for it? And yeah, yeah, I got a couple kids, and so I'm worried about anybody watching my child outside of my own family. And so, you know, I just have my wife do it. She works from home, so she's always there with the kids. I work outside. I'm a truck driver, and yeah, whether it's man or woman, I would always be weary of it. And it's just yeah, yeah, they probably set that boy up. They were probably grooming him. It like with a lot of this shit, they make it to where it's like, okay, we need to, if you're gonna be a part of this, let's go down your family history, let's go down the family tree and make sure we can nab a couple of them while they're still young. So that way they're less inclined to ever turn on us. Because from the stories that I'm sure you guys have heard as well, because I've heard some crazy stories about what goes on behind the scenes. Then supposedly them even killing and eating children. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
they really, yeah, crazy shit,
Yeah.
like shit
No.
that,
No.
yeah,
No.
shit that, yeah,
I know. I've heard of that. You know, people don't like Macaulay Culkin. All right. If anybody's familiar with him, the Home Alone dude. You know what I mean? Um, there was videos early in the early days of YouTube that were on there about, you know, you won't find it on there now, obviously, but
yeah,
there was videos about Macaulay Culkin being a child star, and the in a man. You could probably find it. I don't know, but it sounds really crazy. But it's a man who blew crack smoke in his face. He said a white man who he sat on his lap. He said the dude had on shoes made of fucking kid skin. God forbid it's true, but you can't make no shit like that up, man. Like
yeah, right.
Macaulay
Where
Culkin
do you
said this
come
shit
up with
years
a
ago.
lie like that? Yeah,
Everybody knows all them dudes in the '80s that the Hank Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. What they were talking about it, like all this shit. They said, "Nigga, Michael it wasn't molesting us. It was these motherfuckers that what's the dude's name? Charlie Sheen raped them and shit. They were talking all that crazy shit.
yeah, yeah. Damn, made out of kids' shoes. That's crazy because it's like, okay, how would it be possible for somebody to come up with a lie that fucking crazy sounding? You know what I'm saying? Where do you come up with a lie like that? That's why it's like, okay, Hey, there's some
That shit.
yeah, that's crazy.
Certain things you hear, you like, nah, like, yeah, that certain things is like, and he's all messed up. He's on drugs. You don't even really hear about him too much no more. I mean, he's still, but a lot of them child stars went
Yeah,
through a whole lot of things. You were talking, let's, it was a thing. It was really a thing. Like that whole immature thing back in the day with what's the dude's name, Chris Stokes. This whole thing with the abuse of the children has been going on a long time, and for them to
yeah,
introduce, it's too close. It's too risky to risk our children. It's too risky to risk our children to push this. You could be any sexual. Let's stick where you could be whatever you want to be, because being knowing who you're attracted to sexually isn't it's just not you. It's something it has it's something that has to be figured out. We don't want to bully nobody at all. We ain't going for that. We ain't gonna let nobody get bullied. I don't care what sexuality. We ain't letting you get bullied. It's crazy. Like, I got children too. Like, nobody, but at the same time, we're putting them in that position to be everybody's labeled now.
right. Yeah, I've seen videos of parents on YouTube, parents on World Star Hip Hop and websites like that, basically boasting about, oh yeah, well we let our 5-year-old be whatever he wants to be. He's a boy, but he likes dressing up like a girl. He's a girl, and we call him she now and all this. And I'm just like, okay, what are you going to do if once he hits like 11, 12, well, whatever year he's or whatever age he is when he hits puberty and shit, he realizes he like girls, but everybody knows him as a girl, and he done been wearing dresses since he was 5 and everything, and that shit got him all confused because there've been studies that show like the human brain hasn't even fully developed the ability to reason properly until like the age of 24. And so it's like you putting all that on that child. Does not matter what their fucking sexual preference is at 7 years old. They're 7. Only thing they need to be worried about is video games and keeping
That's
them
it.
grades up and not getting in trouble. It's like, are you serious? And
That's
so
it.
yeah, they trying to push a certain agenda that I ain't rocking with that shit. I
And
ain't I ain't gonna sit there and argue with nobody who is pushing it. It's like, hey, that's what you want to do. That's how you treat your
but
family. But
see,
don't try to
that's
impose
where
that
they
shit on me.
get everybody twisted at. That's where they get everybody twisted at, because it's like, no, it's not the case that, oh, people are mad that we're gay. No, that's not for
Right.
me. That's not my personal issue, because I have too much other things going on in my life to care about. But when it comes to the message that we send into the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then they have these meetings, right? They got
Mhm.
these meetings for the young kids in the schools for. So let's just say you're not a confident kid. They have signage up like, oh, if you're left, I've seen a sign, and this is the Budo Network. I took a picture of it, showed it to them. It says if you're left-handed, you're more gay people are inclined to be left-handed, or some true story. Sign
Mhm.
like that, right? And what about the kids that are going to these meetings that just have low confidence, and are going to
Yeah.
these meetings and shit, meeting somebody and having some type of gay experience from somebody that they met there at a very young age, and they don't know if they're gay or not. They're just not confident, but then they're accepted in these places because everybody's like, "Oh, we accept you," and it's like it's like campaigning. It's like trying to recruit anybody else. Like if you go to a church or you go to a you go, behind the closed doors and they show you how the sausage is made. Pause. They're telling you what's going on, and it's like, yo, hey, this is what we're doing. Hey, but you could hang out, you could do this. That's fine for the people that are okay with that, and that's what their lifestyle is. But what about the person that's not sure and has a sexual experience with somebody, and they're like, man, what the hell just happened? I'm not gay. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, because
Right.
everybody ain't. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll argue that point. Every person that chooses to be this sexuality or that, or call yourself this or call is let's say 1 out of 100. It is more than that. Let's be real.
Mhm.
That just have low confidence, low self esteem. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
that's not fair to them.
Mhm. Just say, oh, I don't know where. Oh, well, I know D from motherfucking Kentucky, but I'm from California, and so the gang culture is real big out here. And when I was in college, my psych professor explained it to me once, and he said basically, imagine imagine you're imagine it's the Dark Ages, and you're a young dude, and you don't know what to do with your life. And then these knights tell you, these older knights come to you and tell you, hey, you could join our group. We're gonna send you out on quests to prove yourself, i.e., putting in work. You can make a name for yourself. You can actually be somebody. You a young black man
Yep.
growing up in the ghetto, they tell you, hey, we'll accept you. You just got to do a couple of these things. Even though you might be someone who firmly does not believe in murder, you don't want to hurt nobody, but you want to be accepted because you're tired of being alone. You're tired of feeling alone. You're tired of not fully understanding what your place is in the world. Because that's how a lot of dudes go through midlife. They have midlife crises because they don't went
Right.
so long not really knowing their place. They at the age of 35 buy a car that they can't afford and everything. Like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do shit that I know I would like. So then hopefully it'll help me to find myself. And it's like they're imposing shit like that because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. They're imposing shit like that on kids and the younger generations and everything, and they're confusing them. And then that's how you end up getting these shooters. That's how you end up getting people having multiple surgeries, turning themselves from men to women. And then like I heard like when after a lot of them, like the majority of them who well not the majority, but like a very high percentage of them who go through the sex change operation and go through the full transition, they end up committing suicide after.
Yep.
Because then they still don't feel like they're hey they feel like oh this is not who I'm supposed to be, and so but it's like okay you literally just turned your penis inside out. There's no going back now. You can't even go back to the way things were and then try to figure out from there. You have no choice but to continue down this path that you just found out that you don't want to be on. So they figure, okay, well, I'm never going to know who I am now, so I might as well pop, and then that's it.
They don't tell
Because
you
all
that
that,
though. They don't
yeah,
show
they
you
don't
those
tell you that.
stories. They don't highlight those stories. They're only gonna tell you and there's good and bad with everything. So,
Yeah,
like you just said, that whole thing was a gang recruitment thing. And that's they look for
yeah,
people who are typically, if this person they can come from a good home, but they have low confidence, low self-esteem, they feel like they have body issues and everything else like that. And once they feel accepted somewhere, that's where they tend to gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not because this person is 300 pounds and they're gay, right? They're 300 pounds and gay, and they're not saying nothing to you about. They're telling you how beautiful you are. They're telling you,
yeah,
so basically, and this I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's all like that. And that's how but I'm saying in general, no, it's not that you're gay. You're lazy. You might some of those overweight people are, they might be just lazy though. You know what I'm saying? Like they might be just lazy and need to. And everybody's telling them, you're beautiful. Everything is fine. And yes, you are beautiful because we're all beautiful. Yes, that's a fact. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, somebody needs to tell you the truth, and they paint these pictures and create these worlds where everything is just, you know, we can't say anything to anybody, or else,
yeah.
it's shaming them and bullying them. Man,
No matter what, they get offended.
you gotta have real talk. That's what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I grew up on real talk. Like you gotta have your
yeah,
aunt, your
man.
uncle, your grandma. They gonna give you real talk. Like, listen, man. Listen, they gonna tell you, somebody out here gonna kill you, man. You tripping. You doing this. Somebody,
Yeah,
or they threaten me. Like they want them. I feel bad for a lot of these kids. It's a softer society, and I'm like, I was talking to some of my kids' friends not too long ago. I said, how many of y'all go, sell drugs? Man, y'all could be honest. Like, how many of y'all go, just be out here be drug dealers? Oh no, I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be doing. I said, but y'all follow the I don't snitch rules. So why y'all following street rules when y'all gonna go to work? So what
right.
do you know why y'all do that? I ask them little questions like that, like do you know why y'all are doing that? Like, do you know
Mm-hmm.
what you're doing right now? Like, being like, if you're part of a gang, like that. So you just admitted on. I told, God bless, man, my nephew, man. I told him, I said, yo, you're online admitted to being a gang. You know that's federal, right? He said, what are you talking about? So you just admitted to be part of an ongoing criminal organization, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's racketeer and all types of shit. Like, and
And
you
nail
heard
him
what
with the
shit.
Rico.
Yeah, but that's where I grew up with the real talk. See, these kids don't have
Yeah.
that shit. Now they just you just gotta let them do it, and they gotta make their own choice and be happy with it. But man, like you said, they people with these sex changes, they committing suicide. You know,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yo, D, what you doing, man?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna
You
say
guys
one last
hear
thing.
me?
I'm gonna hop off and because
Can you hear
I'm
me?
getting a text right.
You gotta
Your
go
mic
out and
sounds
come
real
back in,
messed
man. You
up,
sound
dude.
like a robot,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, something's up with your. But yeah, yeah, you're right. It's definitely a damn. There's definitely a couple soft generations out here, and it's like it seems like the majority of them they want all the accolades without putting in the work. Why do you think a lot of these why do you think they got a lot of those videos on YouTube now what's it called false valor and shit, real life Marines and soldiers going up to people telling them, yo, where did you serve at? Okay, why you got all these medals on? Why you got that suit on? You need to take
Yeah.
that off.
Mm,
They're proud of that because it's like them people got broken to become that. They went through a lot of mental stress to go through that shit. Same thing with gangs and everything. It's like you want all the accolades. You want all the power without any of the responsibility. That's why you
mm,
see all these social justice warriors going around saying, "Give us this, give us that." I would say, why? What did you do to deserve this? What exactly? Which work did you put in to where you feel like you need to be paid more for putting lead in pencil? Why should I give you $50 an hour to put lead in the fucking pencil? Well, because without me, the lead's not gonna get into the pencil. Now somebody else will do it, but without me, you don't have the lead or the pencil.
right.
So yeah, we kind of need each other, and this is my business. You applying to work here, so why should I give you this? Yeah, it's like I said, man. They just want all the
Isn't
power
isn't
without
isn't
any
that something, man?
responsibility.
Like, and then
Ain't that a bitch?
that's something I like these kids too, and they're bullshitting me. Yo, like my little nephews, they was like, yo, I'm like, y'all, man, we looking for a job, aren't we looking for? No, you not, man. They every place is hiring right
Yeah,
now. Every place, and
yeah,
they paying a lot too. I said, y'all could really. I said, y'all live with your parents too. I said, what's wrong? I said, why
yeah.
y'all not
Bro, I used to
working?
make
Why
eight
y'all?
dollars an hour, and
Yo,
I'm like, you motherfuckers is bitching over because you could work
yo,
at
my
McDonald's for
first
20.
job
Motherfucker,
was
I used
me.
to make eight.
My first job was like 5.50 an hour, man. 5.25 an hour, McDonald's, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first job too. Backyard burgers. I'm making $5.25 an hour.
But I be seeing these youngsters out here, 20, $25 jobs an hour and shit like that. I'm like, yo, you ain't never had to work. You ain't never had to work 40 to 50 to 60 hours a week for $8 an hour. You bitching about this shit? Like, trust me, it could be way worse. Be happy with what you got. Be happy that they're giving you that and work your way up. Earn it. Don't just scream out front with the sign, give me this, and try to make
Right.
the business look because they ain't paying you what you feel you deserve. For what reason do you deserve this? You ain't the only other place you want to work at Amazon, but the only other place you worked at was McDonald's, and they need you to have worked at McDonald's and Carl's Jr. But you don't feel like working at Carl's Jr., so they need to hire you. Man, they can eat a dick. All right, peace
Yeah.
out, y'all.
Yo, peace, man.
Yo, peace, sense. Glad to have you here, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, back to the original topic, man. Dwayne Wade. And what this what I don't get, man. We're both heterosexual men, right? We don't run around here trying to prove to other people that we're heterosexual all the time. Why is it that the LGBTQ community is always going around trying to prove to us that they're happily gay, or they're happily trans, or they're happily this? We know that's not the case because I seen a stat a few years ago
Man,
that said 40% of transsexuals have committed suicide, have tried to commit suicide. 40%.
man, these motherfuckers, man, arguing just like we is. And guess what? It's nobody cares when it's two women and two niggas fighting, man. Okay? It's just two niggas fighting and two women fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's when and you know what? They putting on that's false advertising. They doing the advertising shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen. What about just the single motherfuckers, man? What about just the single fucking motherfucker? How you know what I mean? Like single gay motherfuckers, single straight motherfuckers, they all having problems dating. You heard like they dealing with the same fucking problem. Who cares what you doing? Because everybody dealing with the same shit. That's my thing. Why do it gotta be so? If it wasn't a programming thing, why does it gotta be in everybody's face, bro? What difference do it make, bro? Why do we gotta know what we're doing? Why do we all gotta know that we're vegan? Why do we gotta tell 1,000 million people that don't know us that we're vegan? Why do we gotta tell 1,000 motherfuckers, oh, I'm vegan. I'm vegan. I'm vegan. Okay, so sometimes you're spreading awareness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Okay, you spreading awareness. But now, okay, so you're vegan, you're this, you're that, you know what I'm saying? Your sexuality is this. Like, why do we gotta know all of that? Why do we gotta know what your playlist is and that you're vegan and what your sexuality is and what your favorite books are? We don't care. How about that? How about that? How about why can't we know if you can motherfucking sell us a fucking trade line? You know what I'm saying? For the credit. Like, why can't we all just connect on some credit shit? Why is it gotta be about this shit? Why can't we be talking about that in school? Like, hey, listen, we about to get everybody in this motherfucker at 850 credit score. Why it can't be about some shit like that? Why it's gotta be about all this other shit? Why they got these kids meeting up after school and ain't none of it about nothing? They put their plate in the dark, man. Teach these kids early how to make fucking money, man. Early in the game, man. Early. Why are they shuffling these kids around, playing around with them, showing them, oh, this, wasting their damn time, man, and telling them the world gonna be okay when it's not, and the world is horrible. The world horrible, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. It's like you said earlier. We can't say Jesus, we can't say God, we can't have church at school, but you can have drag queens read kids stories in the library. I seen a picture of that one time. A drag queen was reading kids story time with the drag queen in the library, man.
Man,
Like
I seen
this is real
again.
life.
I seen some shit with my own eyes where they were, it was just some clown shit. It's like we doing too much. We doing too much, man. We doing too much. We doing too much, and it's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, it's I ain't even about to say what I really want to say right now. I really want to say
Nah,
some
nah,
shit.
nah, 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 nah. Say that shit. Fuck that.
Dude, yo, nah, it's just with this whole, you know what I mean? Like, nah, D, I ain't about to go there tonight, man. I ain't about to go there
We
tonight.
we 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 keep it real over here, man. Fuck all that bullshit, man. Let it go. It's like
Nah, it's too real, man. Like, bro, like these schools and everything, putting that shit in the schools, man, is like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Like, it's bullying. Okay, that's fine. Like, but why do they have to have more shit to worry about? Why do these kids get to get out of class to deal with these things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why is this shit such a thing in public schools now? It's just, why does it have to be, you feel me? Why is it all about that shit? Like, why, like, hell no. Why you know what I mean? Yo,
can I ask a question?
go
Why
ahead.
can't I say the word faggot no more, man? I miss that's one of my favorite cuss words back in the day, man. Being able to say faggot and not get ridiculed for it. You can say every other word in the book. You can say the N word. You can say chink. You can say all these different bad things about everybody else. But you can't say the F bomb, man. What's going on with
This is
that,
true.
man?
This is true.
When we was growing up, we had DMX, Eminem, Jay Z, all these different rappers used to say that stuff all the
Because
time, all
but
day.
because we all know that faggot never meant that, but it was used when we used it. Okay, yeah, people run down on people and disrespect and use it in that word, but when we used it like that, it was like just on some to disrespect somebody, but then they're still saying like, yo, whoopty woo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the same time, that's like saying no gay people ever say the word nigga. Like, what if we said that?
Yeah, man.
It just would go on and on. It goes on and on. Like, it's just like, come on, man. Like, you right though. You right
I'm
though.
sick. I'm
You
just
right
sick of
though.
this. I'm just sick of the. It's going to get to the point where we're gonna be chastised for liking women. Like
Wow.
the
But you know
people.
something that's crazy though? You know something that's crazy though? Listen, anybody that knows me, motherfuckers say what they want about me about the next comment. These motherfucking Yo, the LGBT motherfuckers, they are gangster, man. They taking over everything. Pause. Like they taking over everything. Pause, man. Damn near everything. You feel me? Because you know what I mean. But they taking over. You can't knock, like Jay said, man. Can't knock the hustle, man. Them niggas doing their thing, man. Black people, we gotta do better, man. We let the Black Lives Matter. It was about everybody but black people. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I mean? Failed again. Failed the test again, man. Black Lives Matter more about everything else. Black Lives Matter is more about motherfucking the rainforest than it is about black people, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
That
man,
shit don't mean nothing.
Black Lives Matter stands for Black Lesbian Matters, man. And it's their whole thing was trying to tear down the black man, try to tear down the nuclear family, and you know, back to D-Way, man. I remember like they're pushing this narrative that men are not good enough or suitable enough to run the damn household, man. So check this out. So D Wade and Gabrielle Union did an interview with Extra, the show called Extra, the TV show called Extra, and you know they would sit beside each other talking, and he was just like, you know, when we first got together, you know, I was telling her, I was just like, okay, you're gonna have a 2 drink minimum, and this is gonna go down, and she didn't take too well to that, and you know, I just had to understand that. Uh, you know, in order to have a successful relationship, have a successful marriage, you know, it's not the man that tells the woman what to do. It's like we both lead, and you know, she works harder, works hard, if not harder than I do, and it was just funny just looking at her reaction. Like, wish I could pull the video up right now. Shauna, if you're in there right now, if you be paying attention right now, pull up the video of Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union with their interview last year at Extra. So this is go along with what I'm saying. Like while he was talking, she was looking at him like, "Wow, this dude is really a coward." Like the way she was looking at him was just it wasn't a look of endearment. It was a look of like, "Damn, like this dude's really just like I don't know why we with this dude." Like,
But see,
yeah,
see,
you know,
this is what you know we don't see. Listen, man. As men, okay, we walk ourselves into the mouth of the beast. Pause. You understand? With these women, we do that because we're not being good leaders at all. We're not being any type of leader. That's bullshit. What he's doing. That's bullshit because he got to be more man. You got to be the man of your household. How you doing that? And who's doing the fucking? She is. You know what I'm saying? Because you curled up on the bed, bro. Pause. That's crazy. You bugging, bro. See, and this is the problem. We gotta be men. We gotta lead in the situation. We can't, and we have to lead with the right ways. We can't lead by disrespect and lead by fear and lead by physical. No, we have to lead by faith. We have to lead by honor. We have to lead by integrity. And that sounds like a lot, but you don't gotta take the job. That's it. You don't got to take it. You got to ask yourself, are you qualified for that job? You know what I'm saying? You might not be. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't a doctor for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're right about that.
Come on now, man. If you can't do it, then you can't do it. You can't force yourself to do it. See, now I'll put myself in the mix right now and say, yo, you know what? I'll put myself in a situation where I was probably hiding from myself. You understand what I'm saying? And didn't believe in myself. You know what I mean? And cost me. You know what I mean? And it's my fault. You heard? You gotta look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to recover properly, in order for you to move on to the next, type situation. You know what I mean?
How are you guys?
Good. How are
Oh yeah,
you?
you doing the screen share.
Everybody's favorite power couple is in front of me. Well, Dwayne, I love what you said of Gabrielle, your beautiful wife. You said it's not my job to change who she is. It's my job to be a part of the evolution. That was good. That was deep, babe.
In relationships, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to the way that we want them to be. But I decided to start taking a different approach, in this relationship. I think early on I came in like, hey, you get 2 drink max, bop, 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 bop. And she didn't respond well to that.
No, it did not.
Yeah.
It was reasons for that too. Let me say that.
I have a good time.
Life of the party right here.
It's not
Wow.
the man leads and the woman follows. That's not what we live in this house,
Yeah.
at all. So for me, I have a wife.
Hold
that
on,
works
pause it,
just-
D.
Not just
Pause it, please, D. Please, bro. Listen. Hold on. See, you just broke the. I don't care what you think is supposed to happen. That is the way that it goes. God was trying to show us that with Adam and Eve. Okay? The moment that Adam lost control of the reins and said, man, go ahead, I'm going to take a different approach, is when everything went left. And this has been, is for anybody that doesn't believe, you could always refer back to that. It's just like any other mathematical equation, man. It's going to equal up to the numbers that it's supposed to, right? So that's why we are still dealing with these problems now. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're still dealing with these problems now, today, billions and billions of years later. Why? Because it's from the beginning to the it's from the beginning to the end. You feel me? Like, it, you could clearly see, man, like this, he's not qualified for the job, man. Because you want to revamp it and do it another way. Okay, cool. You revamp it and do it another way, but don't wrap it up and call it a marriage, man. Don't wrap it up and call it a marriage, man. Don't do that. And then parade the shit on here like this is what everybody's supposed to be doing. Come on, man. And he's the one. Yo, D.
Yeah.
My bad. I got a call in. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, another thing is them damn shorts.
What, what about him?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah. What about
Okay,
him?
yeah, I keep getting a call. This anyway. But yo, the shorts. Now, this is what I want all straight men to understand and see what y'all just did. So when Dwayne Wade was walking around with them shorts on, bro, with them suspect shorts. Now we come from, man, we wearing our shorts, we rocking our shorts. Nigga, like he got the tattoo on his quad. You feel me? Pause with the, you know what I mean? He got the tattoo. He was showing the tattoo. It was an odd place to get a tattoo. You know what I mean? With just right there, and that's it, type shit. You know what I mean? Then he started wearing the high shorts. You know what I'm saying? So if this man is getting things like that and he's wearing them shorts, why would we want to wear them shorts? Girls want, you know what I mean? I see dudes with these high ass shorts on, like in hoodies and shit. Like, what the hell is going on here, man? Shorts way above your knee, like way above your knee. And niggas is probably gonna get mad at me and all this other shit, like whatever. I'm just saying, you know, when I grew, niggas would be like, yo, them joints is coochie cut. That's what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing like people with appropriate shorts on. Now, mind you, my shorts, my son was saying the same thing. Like, I don't have like big baggy shorts and everything. I wear regular, wear my shorts, whatever. But them joints are just too short, bro. I'm not going like that.
Yeah, man. I've noticed that too. In today's time, it's like guys are, especially like like you older me, but I mean we pretty much come from the same era. We come from the baggy era. You know what I'm saying? And to see what's going on now, like with the younger generation, like with your son, so not saying your son does this type of shit, but I see a lot of dudes out here with super tight pants on, tighter pants than women. And
Yo,
now I'm seeing women with like baggy pants, like
yes,
Jico style pants.
yes. Them joints is, yes, them joints is coming back. And I wanted to just before, and I'm about to leave it right here with the big pause, right? The shorts, they have a name for them. Do you know the name for those little shorts that men are wearing now, Deontay?
What they call
They are called Hoochie Daddy shorts.
them? Hell no.
Yo, and I'm like, yo, I know for a fact growing up, like that's some like West Coast slang. And like hoochie, like yo, what like we know that from you see movies and we saw, Poetic Justice and Boys in the Hood. And if a nigga called you a hoochie daddy or anything back when I was a kid, it's lit. Niggas is fighting. It's definitely fighting. Now you wearing some shorts called hoochie daddy, a straight man. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. What you
Yeah, man.
mean? What you mean? That's all I'm saying. What you mean? I'm talking about for straight niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then they want, but then look though, right? The straight niggas want to get mad at the gay niggas, but the straight niggas is taking all the gay niggas' clothes. Figure that one out. Figure that one out. Figure
Yeah,
that
but
one out, man. Like, you know what I mean? It seemed like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it seemed like everybody need to just leave each other alone. All the straight people would just be straight. All the gay people be gay. And let's get to the bread. What about the money, though, Tony? Huh? They don't never want to talk about the bread, though. They never want to talk about getting to the bread. They want to talk about everything else. They want to talk about all the bullshit. They don't want to never talk about getting to the bread. Man, go ahead, play this shit. Y'all watch how this nigga Dwayne Wade is being a fucking sucker on here, motherfucking sitting back, letting himself go. She don't got nothing. You know what I mean? Somebody else come here and tell her, man, let's what the fuck going on. She can say whatever she want to say. You know what I mean? Like for real, man. Like
It's our
Deontay, I know
argument.
you know some niggas from the
And
hood
she,
that'll get her straight right now. Give her some
oh hell
straightening.
yeah, man. But she don't want that shit, man. Cause
Name one nigga that you know from your hood that'll give her some straightening right now, D. One dude. Who gonna give her the
man.
straightening from the hood?
I know a few dudes that will give her some straightening, but she
Man,
ain't.
my man Birdie from the hood gonna give her some straightening right now. She gonna act right, man. And she gonna be driving a Regal tomorrow. You heard? 2013. Clean. Tripping. She gonna be driving my man Birdie Regal. She gonna get some straightening. Go ahead, D.
uh,
career.
yeah.
She had her own life before I came along. So from my perspective, it was like, okay, how can I be a part of the growth and the evolution of who she is, and not trying to change her or stunt her growth or make her in the
All
way
right,
that I
pause
see
it,
fit.
How
Silas.
how thrilling are
Pause it. They wind it back a little bit. Wind it back a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, right there is fine. Look at
The way
how
that I
she's looking at him.
Is this
Look
the
at the
okay?
look on her
Is this
face.
the video where where she says that she like tongues him or whatever she does to him?
No, this is a different one. See that video? I think that video. She was at a radio station, but look at the look on her face. She blinked. Not only did she blink like 100 times when he was saying that his spiel, but just look, she's disgusted with him. She does not respect him at all. Oh wow! And like he doesn't even notice it. And another thing too, man, D Wade, he been doomed from the start, man. I seen a clip from him, and he was at this podcast called I Am Athlete, and he was talking about how when he was younger, he grew up with mostly women, and he said he used to dress up like them when they would be gone, like wear their little
See,
heels and wear their dresses and stuff like that.
see,
So yeah, he's gonna be coming out the closet very soon.
this could be another thing. Like he's oh man, so many scenarios allegedly. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's bad because I noticed that you noticed these details, D. These details of how she's looking at him, her body language, how she's responded to different things that he's saying. And me having, survived a 14-year marriage to, you know, a woman and we, you know what it's like. He's probably bargaining, doing negotiations, especially if you like the woman. You feel me? Especially if you like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even love her. Like, if you even like her, like, yo, that's my joint. Like, wow, I like her. Like, he more than likes her. He's gonna do anything to keep her. She got the boys. She wants all her boys gay. She's got a whole nother dude that's a man probably that come around knock it down.
Oh, you
But
already know.
you know what I'm saying? But she like her niggas around her. Them boys over there, they on some, you know, they on what they doing, what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they on some different time. But that's God bless. But at the same time, it's very different. It's very different. It's very different. It's a lot. And with that, while we all sitting over there, okay, go ahead. He could be whoever. It's a lot of pain behind that too, because there's stories that we don't know about too, and how it came to be like that. So I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I mean? Like they don't know what the hell, and I don't know what the hell. So what we gonna do is we going. I'm not gonna be sitting up there supporting. I'm gonna say, yo, it ain't for me to support any fucking way. Who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. If I was anybody, why the fuck would I be here right now? Right here. Me and D. I'm from Buffalo, he from Kentucky. Fuck is we doing right now?
Yeah, you made up a good point a while back when you were talking about Adam and Eve and how things go haywire when a woman lets when a woman takes over the household. That's very true, man. See, that's like see, people are so demonic and they don't even know it. When women or men say things like, "Oh, I don't," when a man says something like happy wife, happy life," I know
He's
he's going
broken.
through
He's
a lot
done.
of shit.
He's yo. You hear that? Yo, you hear that? That's a broken man right there. That's a broke. He don't believe that shit. He trying to tell you to see if you can help him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, God bless all the married people, and I don't hate on marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing, man. But I can tell you, I'm gonna share a story with y'all, right? So, everything ain't we all I hate to do it. Should I tell this? I'll tell the story. Okay, so I got married, like I said, but everybody in the family, I got married because my favorite aunt and uncle, they've been married since like a year, the same year I was born, or a year after, whatever the case might be. And everybody, this was the most ultimate couple, travels around the world. Um, basketball player daughter, married, they never fight, they both have great jobs, just live in a nice house, you know what I mean? And recently, my aunt passed away, and right after that, my uncle completely turned into like a whole different person, you know what I mean? And it's like marriage, I'm starting to see at 39 years old, isn't what I thought it was. I'm still not against it. I respect it even more. Let's say let's go. Let me to explain myself. I respect it even more to know that I'm not qualified to be married right now, and I definitely wasn't qualified to be married when I was before. You know what I'm saying? Just because if I knew what I knew now, of course. But if was a fifth, we all be drunk. You feel me? So it's like this marriage thing ain't to be played with. They playing with that shit right now. They playing with that shit. That's some bullshit, man. Ain't no way in hell, man. You know what I mean? They slide those words in like, oh, we're a power couple. We're a power couple. We a
Yeah,
power
see, that's
couple.
something that people made up for black women so they can feel like they're equal to a man. Yeah, we're a power couple. We're this, we're that. No, you guys are in a relationship, and the man is supposed to be number one. All right, and like I don't, you
That's a
know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like
That's a fact. So let me ask you this, D, right? All the money, I believe, should run through. I believe that either all the money or the man should take care. Like the house, keeping a house is a job. Let's be honest. Keeping a house is a job. Plus, the man got to take care of the outside of the house. Got to make sure that house is always crispy painted and landscaped. You feel me? So that would you know, as a woman, you want to see a nice, you know, I would think a woman would want to see a nice house, and she would take care of the house, and the man takes care of everything. It has to be some kind of tradition. That's why it's called a tradition. That's why, you know, when you see these older couples that die when they're like 70, 80, 90 years old, even married 60, 70 years, all this other crazy shit, you know what I mean? Because, you know, they kept and stuck to a tradition, a tradition of something that meant something to both of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this, and how he playing with the shit, Dwayne Wade, man. Like, you know, he lets, you know, he just sold all his rights away. This is a key point in the interview. He's giving away everything that makes him a man. And we can laugh and joke, but he giving away everything. He giving away everything. She didn't hit it from the back. He said, he said, bitch, you can have all this shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's pause is a motherfucker, man. Like he's it's different, man. Go ahead, D, play that shit, man.
Can you imagine what she's going to say about him when they get divorced? Because it's not no if they're going to get divorced.
Nah, I don't know, because then if they get divorced and she initiates it, the father's so supportive, she gonna lose the kid not gonna fuck with her no more. See how that work? He's so supportive. You can't leave dad, mom. Fuck you, mom. I'm gay and my dad supports me. We're leaving. Fuck you. And she gonna lose. She don't want to lose the child, and then she gonna be bad. They gonna be on the shit. Gabrielle Union hasn't talked to Son. Son says, "Fuck you, mom." You know what I mean? Yo, play that
See
shit,
fit.
dude.
So how thrilling is it that
Yeah.
you've got Shady Baby out now?
It's
It
exciting.
is. It was a long process, and when you got two people with strong
Fake
personalities
smile.
like that trying to collab with on our baby girl, yeah, it was a moment.
Were there some differences of opinion in there at some point in time?
A little bit.
Well, congratulations on the book. And how did Kavya inspire it?
From the second she got here, she has been throwing shade. We noticed that, like, she would throw shade, if you will, in a reaction to something. Someone not respecting her boundaries, someone not respecting her voice. So we're like, okay, there's something here that we can do that's fun and funny, but still has a lesson in there, that your shade can be your superpower, that it could be something that we celebrate.
When she first seen the cover, she immediately said, "Baby Kavya," and we was like, "We did it.
Yeah,
we did it."
You did her good. Gabrielle, you've been so open and honest about, some of the challenges you've had, your mental health and mental wellness struggles, even suicidal thoughts. I mean, right now, so many people around the globe are struggling. What do you say to someone at home who is feeling hopeless and just needs some encouragement?
A lot of times what has us really spiraling is at the end of the day, not getting the win, or not getting the validation or the recognition, or my life isn't going the way I thought it was. Take a lot more joy in the journey, but also therapy, whether that's Skype or FaceTime therapy, but get it and have no shame about it.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe.
What you think, D?
I think I wanted to bring this up too. I don't think that little girl is a girl. I think that's a little boy. It looks like a little boy, and they were talking about her facial reactions and stuff. Yeah, because he probably knows deep down that he ain't supposed to be doing this shit.
Which
He's
is
supposed to be wearing
another
no dresses and shit.
which is
And I think
another
that's a little
ritual.
boy.
Which is another ritual, hiding some shit in plain sight, allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But oh man, the mental health, the signs are all there. We all deal with mental health. As men, I want the men to realize that it's not the woman's fault. We only, we only, something is only gonna happen to us if we allow it to happen to us. Because we're men. You know what I'm saying? We take the stance of men. So we gonna be responsible. We gonna man up. We gonna say, oh, you know what? If it happened, it's because we weren't sharp enough. We weren't ready to lead. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta definitely remember that, because this shit right here, you know what I mean? With this, you know what I mean? Like Dwayne Wade, like you know, she run too much, man. She running all over you. The kids can't even make these decisions, but yet, you know, they can't even drive, and you know what I mean? But the kids making these kind of decisions, man. What do you run in the house, man? What are you running, man? What are you doing? You sitting up here crying and into your feelings about all of this, man? Like, what's going on, man? What happened, bro? What happened, man? You was with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened, man? Miami Heat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest though. Like, I guess I really should be surprised at how he's turned out this way, because if you ever watched him play basketball, he was a very extra dude. Like, he was very emotional. He act like a damn woman all the time, man. So it's like, I guess we really should be surprised he turned out this way. But damn, like, it's just
What
sad that they're pushing this narrative. It just
what
goes to show some people just have no self respect for themselves. As long as a buddy keeps coming through, he's fine. I remember I seen a picture. Uh, Shauna, if you don't mind, pull that up. There was a picture of D Wade when he was with his son or daughter, whoever the hell she wants to be, Gabrielle Union and the baby, and they were like out the lawn or something. They was all like wearing like pink and like black and something like that, and you could just look at Dwayne Wade's eyes, man. Like he knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's too far, he's in too deep at this point, and he looks so sad and just so just
you think
distraught.
he's accepted it now though, and he's fully found, you know, he's fully found like he fully found like his way in, like this is his niche now. He's not upset no more, or was he upset recently? Because that's an old video you were talking about, right? Yo, D.
And they were just taking a little picture. I think he had on like he was looking fruity as hell. He had like a fucking uh yeah. I mean, let's see. Yeah, I mean,
See shit like this.
what? He's a grown ass man. He's 40 something years old. And look at this little nigga. This little nigga look like Lil Nas X. Oh man, like this is just this is sick, man. This is terrible, man. Um, him doing his son like this, man. Like, this is an abomination, you know. And then it's like this, man. You know, I've been talking a lot of shit, but I don't hate, you know, the gay people, trans, or any of that shit. But but a motherfucker like me gonna call shit what it is. We not gonna act like this shit is normal, all right? This shit is weird, okay? And if I have, if and Lord forbid I have a gay son, I honestly I'd rather have a hoe ass daughter than a gay son, to be honest.
Wow.
But yeah, if I had a choice, yeah, I'd rather have a hoe ass daughter than a gay son. But anyway, if I had a gay ass son, he could be gay all he wants to outside of my house. Okay, do whatever you want to do. But you are not, and I mean this. You will never, ever invite your boyfriend over here. You guys ain't holding hands. You guys not kissing. You guys not doing none of that shit. I learned that from
So
Lord
are you so
Jamar,
so you
nigga.
not going to the so you not going to the wedding then, D?
Hell no. Not going to the wedding.
All
Not
right,
doing none
now
of that
check
shit.
this out.
Because when you're around me, you're gonna be a man. All right, you do
Your
all that
son,
weird shit on your own time.
your son is your son is 6'3", 197 pounds, 0% body fat, works out every day. You gonna tell him that you not coming to his wedding? He gonna bring you to the wedding, and he gonna kiss him in front of you. And then what you gonna do?
Man, I'm not doing it, man. I can't do it, man. Like, I just can't do it, bro. Can't do it, man. I'm not. That's not even a wedding. That's an abomination. That's some man. That's not marriage. That's some man-made shit. You know what
So
I'm saying?
that was the beginning. That was the beginning. That was the beginning. Cause see, I remember when gay marriage was legalized. It didn't take effect. I mean, it took effect immediately, but the effects of it, should I say, is what got us to where we are now. It was a ripple effect because then it just started kicking in, more doors and more doors, because they couldn't be married. It wasn't like they were being beat up in the streets. I mean, they were, but so was everybody else. Let's not just be specific to that. It was happening randomly like it would happen to everybody else. It should have been end all hate. That message would have been better, and we would have came further as a people if we wouldn't have split it up. Because why does everybody else have to receive a different message? We got a Black Lives Matter message. You know what I'm saying? We got this message. We got that. It should be under one thing. That's why we never, whoever set this shit up in America was a genius, man, because they say, man, we gonna give these motherfuckers everything, but we gonna give them all these choices too. You know what I'm saying? They so stupid. They were like, yo, we gonna set it up. We gonna drive them crazy, right? We gonna make them all make the same, kind of money, but we're gonna, man, they set this shit up crazy. Shout out to whoever set this shit up right here, man. Like everybody making the same amount of money, but you claiming, they arguing about what they are and what they not and what they never want to talk about the money, man. Ever. Never want to talk about the money, man. Never want to talk about the fucking money. We can't never talk about the fucking money. They keep talking about all of these. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm black. Oh, cop beat me up. Oh. But what about the money? Where's the bread at? Where's the money? What we doing for the money, man? You know what I'm saying? They kill young Dolph. Where's the money? You know what I'm saying? Like, how we gonna get this shit together when we keep happening? We don't even protest no more. You know what I'm saying? We got on masks. You know what I'm saying? Corona spiking again. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? They want to talk about everything but the money, man. We're in a and this is not even funny, but it's true. We're like in a bath, in a constant shower, a rain shower of news. Like when I was younger, the news was scarce. Like you only get certain amount of news. You get a month's worth of news every day. It's something happening. There's so many. That's why it's so many damn news outlets. You ain't supposed to get that much information in your brain every day. That's too much. Because a lot of that shit, you really don't even matter. Yo, D, you sleep, bruh?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
hell going
man. I
on?
mean, we just live in a society where they want to keep us asleep. Like when you was talking about school earlier, and how they teaching kids all day about the LGBTQ stuff. They don't teach them about credit score or try to help them figure out what they want to do with their life or anything. It's just that school, there's classes, the gym class. You know, and that's just where we at right now. But yeah, man, I'm not fucking with D Wade, man. Not fucking with D Wade. I don't respect D Wade. I think dude is just
And why is it that white people is the only people canceling people? Why can't black people cancel people? We could cancel D Wade, but we don't. We don't. We fucking don't want to
Because
cancel.
the reason why is because see the black
Call Black
community.
Lives Matter and tell them we canceling D Wade. See what they tell. Call them right here live on the phone. Tell them. Say we calling. Say yo, listen, this Black Lives Matter, and we want to cancel D Wade, man. Can y'all help us out? See what they say. Yo, D, you keep falling asleep. Listen, I'm about to roll this gas right fast, and I'm about to calm down. But before I go, man, I want everybody to always go and subscribe to Chaotic Truth, the fastest growing podcast, Chaotic Truth Live, excuse me, fastest growing podcast on YouTube, and Kevin and Sales. And his new show with Deontay is really about to be fire. Hope everybody pull up. Yo, Deontay, keep going to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, word to everything. Be safe. Free tax stone.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mike Dougie. You know what I'm saying? That's a real one right there. Love his remarks on everything, man. And yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat that was listening in. But I wanted to go along with what he said earlier, where he was talking about why can't we, why don't we cancel somebody like D Wade? Why don't the black community cancel somebody like D? Well, they're not going to cancel somebody like D Wade because we as black people have been taught to just go along with stuff, and one of the things that society tells us to go along with is the LGBTQ community, and a lot of black men are very conservative, whether we want to admit it or not. A lot of us don't agree with a lot of these new age thinking, but a lot of us don't say anything because we don't want to be ridiculed by our community. It's all about groupthink in the black community when it comes to pretty much everything. If you're not thinking with the rest of the group, you're weird, you're this, you're that, you get canceled, and it's very sad to see because no other ethnicity group is like us. They do things on their own. They think of their own and they don't attack other people that don't go along with what everybody else is going along with. And yeah, I'm really, really disappointed in Dwayne Wade. Um, he has a very big platform, and instead of using this platform for good, he does things like this. Like you got people like Dwayne Wade, Magic Johnson. He's allegedly sold out his kid, and it's the craziest thing. Like these dudes, their sons are gonna. Well, Magic Johnson's son's already grown, but his youngest son, I've noticed this like with with famous basketball players. When they have kids, the youngest son is usually the best one. So he's probably gonna grow up to be probably about 6'4", 6'5", maybe 6'6", solid. Probably gonna be real solid because D Wade was real solid. And he gonna be wearing dresses, dancing around like a ballerina. You have all these physical gifts, and you're not even gonna use it for anything. It's it, he's gonna be 6'5" in a dress. It looks crazy. Oh man, man, shout out to LeBron James, man. See, that's what I respect about LeBron James, man. See, all these other dudes, they got these women that want to be the star and taking over the household and stuff. Like Aisha Curry and Gabrielle Union. That LeBron's house, man. He's definitely an alpha in his home. He'll let his wife talk stupid, and he ain't got his kids out here looking crazy, man. Like man, it's really wild out here, man. But yeah, this was a good live. I'm definitely gonna do some more. Big shout out to Labuto for giving us this channel in order for us to talk our shit, man. I was trying to get Rush up in here, man, but Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit more for a little more for Rush. I want to hear his opinion on this. Always has a great commentary. That's another. That's somebody else y'all should definitely check out on here is Rush. He talks more about comic books and things of that nature. So if you're into that stuff, be on the lookout for that. Shout out to Rush. Yeah, we out here, man. Labudo Network. I see Mills Lane. What up with you, man? How you doing? Mike from Boston. Let's see what we got to chat. Seven Steel, Ryan Pump. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is a good live. But yeah, Dwayne Wade. What I really think is going on is this is just another example of get back. See, I don't know if you guys know the history, but Dwayne Wade cheated on Gabrielle Union, had a baby on her when they were on a break, put the air quotes on break, and I think she's been using that against him right now. She's because women do that at times. Like if you cheat, they will always bring it up. They'll just make your life a living hell, all because you messed up that one time. And I think that's what's going on with Dwayne Wade. He cheated, and she's just taking over his house. She's telling about his sexual preferences. And that's another thing too. If they ever get divorced, well, not know if, when they get divorced. When they get divorced, she is gonna do another book, and she is gonna talk so crazy about that man. She's not gonna have no respect for him at all when they get divorced. She's gonna let everything out. And I could definitely see it was this 2022. I could see probably maybe about 5 years, man. If I say about 27. Dwayne Wade will be all the way out the closet, man. He'll be all the way out the closet. He'll be divorced. He'll be all the way out the closet, man. He's out here getting pegged. He likes like I don't understand that with dudes, man. Dudes that like to get their butt played with, like to get their butt ate out and get fingers up the butt and all that. Like you guys are just weirdos, man. Just get a boyfriend, man. That's what you really want, man. Like, come on, man. That shit is whack, man. See, man, rest in peace to Pimp C, man. I'm glad he ain't here to see all this foolishness going on out here, because this man would lose his mind if he saw that. Pimp C stay going in on people that was in the closet and trying to act one way in front of them, and then you act one way in front of your homies, in front of your fans and stuff, and then get behind closed doors and you let dudes bust up your back. Like it's just crazy. And I don't even know what else to say, man. Fuck D-Way, man. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this up, man. Shout out to Shauna for pulling up the videos and and let me out here tonight, man. And see you on the next one, man. Have a good night.